Hey everybody! Welcome back. Sorry I've been away. There's been, developments in the real world that have demanded my attentions. And I do apologize for the lack of content. However, we are returning now with renewed vigor and an increased spirit. And as I recall, I believe I did leave off this series on quite a cliffhanger. I do apologize for having done so, if this is your first time to the story and you've been waiting almost a full month to find out the fate of a certain lieutenant. So let's not waste any time and find out. You could roleplay and say that all of this time has been her recovering, but that's also not canon because I think
Alicia.
It's literally the same day as the clash at Naggiar.
幸い急所は外れていたようだが、意識不明の重体か。隊長、行こうぜ。ここに俺たちがいてもアリシアにしてやれることは何もねえ。今は押し寄せてくる帝国軍をなんとか食い止める方が大事だ。
Some important things to sort of like summarize. We know that it was an impressive shot because of the dialogue we just saw. It was a shot that missed all vital organs and nearly killed her, but did not actually fully kill her. And based on the last mission, we know it happened after our win condition, after the enemy was retreating. And we also know that it was, not only was it a very good skill shot, but that whoever it was that took our shot actually had access to take out Squad 7's entire rank and file. Like, he had access to Rosie, he had access to Lartigo, both captains in our squad, or, you know, leadership. They even put it over Welkin when he popped out his tank. But for some reason, he targeted Alicia. And unless I'm quite mistaken, we're about to get another bit of damning evidence. And I want you to just, I mean, if you already know, then you know. But I want you to try and compile all of these evidential points that kind of help you form your opinion as to what's going on. And I'll also just say this, because I haven't done the Castle Front newspaper as part of this series, although I have been, like, you know, reading through it and doing all of that. One of the editorials was a piece on artifacts being stolen from the Galleon Museum or something like that. I only mention this because it's about to become relevant, and unless you played the game and saw that for yourself, you wouldn't know. And now Hakase-sensei has something. She wants to speak alone, and she clearly has a concerned look.
じゃあ俺は先にタイに戻ってるぜ。
すまないラルゴ。出撃の準備をしておいてくれ。
申し訳ありません。お時間を取らせてしまいまして。
ああ、どうしたんだい?
She knows how important it is for Welcome to be commanding right now, but still has decided this is important to bring up.
実はメルキオット軍曹の体内から摘出された銃弾を調べてみたのですが、その銃弾は帝国のものではなく、ガリア軍の狙撃銃のものだったのです。
なんだって。
しかもまだ一般には渡っていない新型狙撃銃の特殊な弾丸で。
Isn't that just like our medic-chan? Just straight up combat medic, not only capable on the battlefront, and is capable of reviving our dumbass plays and getting our squad knocked, but also she's a combat medic capable of identifying special rounds, let alone that it's a galleon bullet, not a imperial. Like, nothing but respect for our Hakase.
その可能性が高いかと。
なぜだ。なぜアリシアが味方に撃たれる必要があるんだ。
Now, before you jump to conclusions, it's important to note there are other possibilities. She may not have been shot from someone on our own side. It's very possible an Imperial laid claim to a sniper rifle and took a shot. But based on the evidence we already have, that would mean they knew our squad and chose their target because they cycled through several of our leadership to get to Alicia. So we know it's not likely. There's also the possibility it just was an accident, but again, an accidental shot wouldn't have been quite as precise. So the evidence is damning that it is someone from our own side. Not only someone from our own side, but someone who has perhaps an intimate knowledge of our squad.
お言葉ですが将軍、バルキュリアが相手では戦いになりません。ここは一旦交代し、バルキュリアを撃退する戦術を考えるべきです。
黙れ黙れ。交代などしたら中部方面軍司令官であるこのわしの指揮動力が疑われるわ。
Punchable-faced bastard. Your shogun. Have a spine.
明日正午、再び総攻撃を帝国軍陣地に加えよう。撤退は許さん。
将軍。
くどいぞバーロット。下がれ。
このままではガリア軍は全滅してしまう。どうしたら。
どうして？ What can we do?
もバルキュリアだというのか。バルキュリアは二人といらぬ。消えろ。
ain't that some shit? And suddenly, we understand why there have been such parallels drawn between Sylvaris and Alicia. Suddenly it makes sense. We see their orphaned past, their tragic upbringing, the loss of family and friends. And the only difference, really, is that in the end, well, not the end, but somewhere in their plight and their strife, Alicia found her new family. Whereas Sylvaris found a greedy and opportunistic emperor who only had designs for her abilities. It is, one of the reasons why I find Sylvaris such a pitiable character, although she is quite the force, and has murdered many of Squad 7's, as well as other Squad's companions. She still is to be pitied, because through no fault of her own, she merely didn't know any better. Alright, so it's been a month, and I'm probably going to be rusty, but in general, I remember how this mission goes, and there is a curveball that is thrown, and it's a nasty one too if you're not ready for it. Not only that, but there's a special order. If you've been following through the upgrades list that I usually update at the beginning of every episode, you'll know that my snipers have been trained to level 15, which grants access to the penetration order. You're going to want that for this mission. This is going to be a very important order. Alright, so, first we're going to have Nancy, then we're going to get Felicia. We're going to bring our girls back, and we're going to get... let's play with Rosie. Let's get Rosie in there. This will pretty much do. However, I would feel just a little better if we had Carl and Marina. Just in case things go tits up. And we'll leave the last. Just in case we need to redeploy someone. I think that'll do. Again, if I don't play this perfectly, I do ask for your forgiveness. 'Tis been a moment. I'm sure we'll jump right back into it, no big deal. 3 turns to A rank and a curveball thrown in. But that's not the only thing that's happening here. Alicia as a Valkyrie is not just a storytelling component, it's a gameplay one.
どうやら無意識のまま行動しているようだ。部活に近づくと攻撃されるかもしれない。
I don't think that's true. I'm pretty sure she will not attack us. I mean, unless you directly get in her line of sight, I imagine. Maybe that's how, but I don't think she will actively aggro to us. However, if you do get in her way, you might end up on the wrong side of a laser beam. But it's important to note that Alicia is a force of her own. She's like a third army between our two forces. We're not controlling this, and she's just gonna do her own thing. That's some really nice penetration right there. That's the enemy ace, by the way. Beam weapon. Alright, let's just turn this over. Korone Senpai, you're up. He dodged it. Alright. Might have to play a little bit here. Kodo kaiseru yo. Kodo kaiseru yo. That's... Oh. Look at that. Those bastards. That's cheap. That's tricky. I love it. I can't believe I gotta make sure there's no more mines just in case. Those bastards. That's funny. They hid that little mine right on an overlap. Oh, she's a Darkson hater too. Fuck you, Rosie. Now, you may be asking yourself, why is Pocket running a Lancer in the middle of nowhere? Yeah, I don't care if you have a poison tolerance. I might just have to remove you from the roster. We're not dealing with casual racism here. You better turn that attitude, girl. Anyways, we're gonna run Rosina back here. Not all at once. I'm pretty sure that's her limit. Any more, and we're just wasting CP for very low returns. She's covered. She's directly underneath the cliff. They can't reach her. Alright. Save the rest of the CP. Go to round 2. Push Rosie. Total. Hold on. Ana.
敵の抵抗戦を
Okay. So let's push up Frisha. I guess this works. We, oh, that's not what I wanted. That should do it. I think we're facing a good direction here. Let's pull up and back. And that's perfect. Okay. They have a kind of crossfire situation going on, Frisha and Nancy, but really, it's not a bad position to be in. We also want to waste this turn, essentially.
Arigato.
Get you patched up. I mean, is it worth pushing out the one unit? I think it's better to keep both of them here in case. Just in case. Okie doke. Wakate kudasai. So let's go ahead and get this show on the road, I suppose. Just as I thought. This is what triggers the rest. The curve, as you might say. As Alicia is now powering down. I can't blame her, you know, she lasted 2 rounds. But she got a shice of stuff done.
Alicia!
どうかしましたか？
アリシアが気を失ったようだ。後方の八重地まで搬送してくれないか。
はい。
なんだ。
戦場の北と南から大型戦車が接近中。銀太少尉、気をつけろ。敵の挟み撃ちだ。
拠点をおとりに僕たちを誘い込んだということか。
どうやら敵戦車は燃焼弾を発射できるようだ。炎は塹壕に隠れていても流れ込んでくる上にしばらく消えずに残るから。
みんな作戦変更だ。拠点を維持しつつ敵の大型戦車2台を撃破する。
Yep. So that happens.
いっぱいいます。発見しました。いっぱいいます。
ふざ
かけやがって。落ち着いて対処せよ。一体何が。
Alright, let's get our obvious play out of the way first, which is gonna be this. You now see why we had Rosie in the back line here. Say what you will. Oh. Say what you will. I have played this before. I've gone through the way you're meant to first tackle this mission, even without having known how to do it, really. And it's very difficult. Because, as they mentioned, these are not normal tanks. They can even hit you behind cover by basically blazing. It's kind of like a flamethrower effect. Okay. But we're not going to waste any time. We have a shit ton of CP and only so many orders to give out. So let's go ahead. We're going to give her the demo boost, which is necessary. And we're going to give her the much needed penetration, which is the only way we'll be able to actually deal damage to this thing. And, I mean, I'm just gonna play it safe. Like, there's no reason not to. I'm gonna give her both caution and, defense boost, because I don't really need it. You know what? We're gonna be fine. Famous last words. Kaboom.
作戦終了。敵戦車を両機とも撃破した。
That'll do.
ガリア戦線の趨勢を決する一大決戦ナジアルの海戦はガリア軍の勝利に終わった。バルキュリア同士の戦いが行われた点からも現代戦史において特筆すべき戦いだったと言える。
First time, probably in a long time in history,
以降、
where
帝国軍の撤退を重ね、ガリア軍の優勢は動かぬものとなっていった。
where two Valkyrie were fighting. Makes you wonder about the history of Valkyria. If they have a history with fighting on opposing sides, if they have no allegiance to themselves but to wherever or however they find themselves. It also depends. You don't awaken as a Valkyrie unless you die or come near death. I think Salvara said that. Oh, Alicia's back, but she doesn't remember.
どうしたの？銃で撃たれたはずなのに傷もいつの間にか治ってしまってるし、それになんだか周りの人の態度が。ウェルキン、私に何があったの？教えて。
アリシア。
Full conversation, not for nothing.
談笑、決別。
Oh, and we get a new report. Whew! Well, our first foray back into the game has been a tremendous success. I'd like to take this time to stop our episode. We'll be doing a separate report for Parting Ways. I'd love to thank you for watching, and I shall happily oblige. Thank you for watching. I love that I have a viewer base that still will watch my content even if I have to hiatus for a while. But we back, and barring any other shenaniganery, we'll be uploading as per usual. So if you liked that episode, smash that button. Crash that subscribe. I'm just kidding. I couldn't care less. Thank you for watching, my friends, and I will see you on the next episode. Until then, let's go ahead and save so I don't do something stupid. Alright, there we go. Until next time, mis amigos, jane, arigato gozaimasu.